So this right here is $100, and the average person in America makes around $56 per day in working income. But in this video, I want to teach you exactly how to make $100 per day in passive income without having to do anything whatsoever. And on top of that, I'm going to give you guys my formula of how I'm doing it also. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Ty Bryson. I'm an accountant, and I upload videos on YouTube every single day. And on top of that, do me a favor and also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified, and destroy the like button. Now, guys, comment down below and let me know this one thing, okay? How much money do you need to make in passive income per year to actually be able to actually quit that 9-to-5 job and do whatever you want with a job? Where you want to retire, go to Hawaii, buy a house, do whatever you want. How much money in passive income do you need per year to actually say like, hey, I'm done with my current job? And to be honest, guys, in the beginning, I said to myself, you know what? As soon as I have around $70,000 per year in passive income, I will be done with everything and I'll be good to go. But the only thing that has changed, guys, not the number, but in actuality is that when I do hit that number, I don't even plan on retiring whatsoever. Because, guys, think about this, right? If I have, for example, an income every single day, $200 from two of these ways, well, guess what? That's around $72,000 per year, just like that. So if you have two of these ways and you keep working yourself up there, well, in reality, you'll get to your goal a lot faster. But comment down below and let me know, what is your number, what is your figure, and also why is that your figure, okay? Now, before you go ahead and try all 5 ways and try to like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do 5 of them, that's $500, that's $180,000 every single year. The answer is yes, it's a lot of money, but first we need to start with one way and then work ourselves up and then do everything perfectly. By the way, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm gonna show you exactly how much money it takes to invest to actually make $100 or $200 per day in money. Because again, to get this money, you do need to invest to actually get it back. Sometimes it takes time at first, but sometimes it takes money to get money back. So in the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what it takes to actually make this much money per day and also $36,000 per year, okay? Now, the first way you can actually go out there and make some passive income, $100 per day, is by investing in the stock market. Now, tell me, I know this already, okay? You have invested in the stock market, but in reality, I want to break up 3 different ways to actually do it. Well, in reality, you can do growth stocks, dividend stocks, or you can do what I do, which is basically like everything, and just invest into ETFs that contain all these investments either way. For example, guys, okay, when I started out investing, I started out with $7.60 back in December of 2018. Tell me, that is not a lot of money. That's literally around like what? Less than $10. So how exactly did you actually get to this point? The answer is, guys, well, this $7.60 investment actually turned into today, in February 2020, well, I'm actually making, well, actually having that account around $10,500 just like that in around 14 months by investing consistently and not worrying about that, hey, I started out with less than $10. So basically, you don't need a ton of money to get started, and that's what I like about Acorns, and that's why I use it to invest my money. Now, if you do want to go out there and invest into, for example, dividend stocks, you have to know that, hey, you invest in dividend stocks, well, you run the risk if the company does go down, well, you just lose all your money. If you want to do growth stocks and you run the risk like, hey, if I'm trying to hold on to the stock for a very long time and then the company fails, well, I lost all my money. And that's why I invest with Acorns into ETFs, and that way if a company goes down, well, I'm still secure, I'm still good to go. And that's why I do ETFs and not investing into individual stocks. However, guys, if you want to watch a full video on how I invest with Acorns, video down below. But most importantly, before you do Acorns or growth stock investment or dividend stock investments, the most important thing is just knowing exactly what you're investing into and understanding it. That's the basic thing, and that's what I want you guys to know, and that's what I want you guys to do, basically, okay? Now, the second way to actually make some decent money every single day, $100 per day in passive income, is actually by investing into real estate. But tell me, I have one problem here. I don't have enough for a down payment. I don't have enough money whatsoever for a home or a building or an office space, whatever it is, okay? But the real thing is this, guys. I don't have that money either. Now, if you want to invest into real estate, you can do it in 2 ways. Physical real estate or investing with stocks or ETFs to actually get, some ownership over real estate without having to put in a huge down payment or getting a massive loan. Tell me, how exactly does this work? Well, the answer is this, guys. Currently, I don't own any real estate, but by the end of this year, on January 2021, I should have saved up around $181,000 to start investing into several real estate properties. That's my goal here. So this year, I'm learning a ton about real estate, how it works, going to open houses, and learn all the basics and the groundwork. So when I'm prepared for it, I'm ready to go. Again, understanding the investment is the most important part. Now tell me, how exactly do you invest into real estate with stocks and also ETFs? The answer is very simple, guys. Well, I grab some money, and every single month when I invest into Acorns, I'm actually buying an ETF called VNQ. I'm gonna put it right here, that way you can search it up. And basically with this ETF right here, I get around 3.35% in dividends also, which is great, awesome to be honest. But I get to invest into different types of real estate, diversify portfolios without having to worry about like, hey, what if this house goes down? By the way, guys, okay, everyone's gonna say, Tommy, but what about those crowdfunding sites where you can actually go to, for example, you can go to Fundriser or Landa, invest through there? The answer is I don't really recommend it, okay? And here's why. Well, I've done several videos on this in the past, and I'm gonna link that also. But the point is, whenever you invest with these apps, usually they'll lock you in and your money's locked in until you can actually sell those investments, but you don't really know when it's actually gonna sell. But with ETFs, it's more liquid. If you want to sell it now, you can if you want to. If you want to sell a house, you have to wait, yes, but at least you're making a decent income from it in the beginning, okay? Now, guys, that's the way I'm investing into real estate right now, but comment down below, will you do stocks, physical properties, or try to do one of those apps with crowdfunding? Again, I don't recommend those, but comment down below and let me know what exactly will you do. Now, number 3, guys, okay? By far, this one is my favorite one, but it does take a little bit of work, and you can actually make a ton of money by doing this. Now, the answer is this, guys. If you want to make some passive income, $100 or more, I recommend building a business system. Tell me, that's not passive income. That takes work. Well, the answer is yes. In the beginning, it does. And as an accountant, guys, I have a few clients, around 30 of them. Some are barbers, truckers, sellers, and one thing that I know is this, guys. Any business out there can be turned into an automatic business that makes money for you, and you don't have to work for it anymore. Unless you have to go buy every once in a while, once a month, to see exactly what's going on. Because again, a business does need the owner to come by to see if everything's working correctly. For example, guys, okay, I have a client, he's a trucker. Right now he owns one truck. However, he is working on his second truck, which means that when that truck actually comes through, he'll have an employee, thus he'll have passive income coming in. And on top of that, I also have a client that's a barber, and he's the owner, and he's on his second barbershop. And basically, guys, well, his first barbershop, he doesn't even run anymore, okay? He goes over there every now and then to see how everything's going, but the checks come into his mail, and that's the best thing about it. His second one now, he's working on it, yes, but eventually, guess what? That will also be a passive income stream. So in reality, whatever business you want to do, if you do it correctly and you create a system, eventually that business can run itself, and it can just send you checks every single month, every single week, or for example, every single day if it is a cash business. Oh, and by the way, guys, before you try this, one thing I do want to say is this, okay? Whenever you're trying to make a business, I always recommend with the first business, you actually work there. That way you know everything about the business and you don't run the risk like, hey, someone's scamming me, the manager is charging me too much for this and that. Make sure your first one, notice the trucker, the barber, they all ran their first businesses. That way they knew exactly how everything worked from the ground up and they don't ever get scammed, okay? So again, I recommend testing out the system yourself to see exactly how everything works, and then eventually growing it, learning from it, and then putting it out there and making passive income from it, okay? Now, number 4, guys, is actually YouTube. Now, tell me, YouTube takes a lot of work. It's hard. You have to build an audience, all this stuff. The answer is, guys, I know, okay? And now, guys, depending on when you're watching this video, I should have 100,000 subscribers, okay, which is awesome, okay? But to be honest, guys, you know, I've been doing YouTube videos for a very long time. So I was like 12 years old, and now I make around $15,000 per month. But in the beginning, I didn't make $1 until I actually knew the formula and knew how it worked. So the best investment I made on YouTube is taking a course on it and then figuring out exactly how the formula works. And then I stopped making videos just for making videos the wrong way. But guys, basically, okay, the way I see it, So far on YouTube, I do upload videos every single day, but so far I've uploaded around 404 videos. So in reality, if 400 of those videos get me $1 a day, that means that every single day I will make around $400 just like that in passive income. Because again, you only have to do the work once, and then after that, the money keeps coming in step by step. But the big thing is, guys, you have to be patient. You have to grow your audience, and on top of that, you cannot be a salesman on YouTube. To be honest, it doesn't really work, although people do sell a lot of things, but you can tell when somebody's like ungenuine. So that's why usually I'm not like, hey, buy my course, buy this, unless I have a product that will help you. I won't really get into it, okay? But the whole thing is this, guys. YouTube passive income is great through Google AdSense. So if you want to do YouTube, I recommend it. And is it still possible in 2020? The answer is, guys, it is, okay? Anything is possible. Just get the formula, understand it, and then get to work and start today. And again, the more videos you make, the more money you'll make eventually. But you have to make proper videos and not just like, hey, a video today, a video tomorrow, but they all kind of suck, okay? Make sure you make correct videos by finding out exactly how everything works. How? Take courses, watch videos on it, and just learn. That's the best way, okay? Now, number 5, guys, and the last one is very simple here. Number 5 is investing into your education. Tell me, that's corny. That's not passive income. That's just information. The answer is yes, it is information. And you're probably saying, Tommy, well, I don't want to do this. You know, it kind of sucks, kind of slow. The answer is, you know, this didn't make me $100 per day. It actually made me around $777 per day every single day because of this, okay? Now, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm 22 years old right now, about to be 23 years old in February, so this month is like my birthday month. But the sense is this, guys, for the past 4 years, almost 5 years, I've been reading books. In the past 4 years or so, I've read over 200 books. Isn't this like a coincidence here? 200 books? But basically, I read so many books, and basically because of all these books, I've gotten so much information. Now, books, courses, knowledge are all for solving problems. Problems you solve are usually going to give you money. The more problems you can solve, the bigger the problems, the more money you can get. So the point is, the more knowledge, the more problems you can solve, the more money you can make. So eventually, knowledge will compound over and over again, and it will pay off in the end. So I highly recommend, if you want to get started, I have a link down below for Audible. Check that out if you want to, and that way you get 2 free books, and you can get started today if you want to, okay? That's my way. I'm kind of like saying thank you. But I also get $5, so just keep that in mind. Also, it does help the channel. So, guys, before I go, I did promise you guys one thing. Tell me, how much money will it take me to actually make $100 per day if I do it the correct way? The answer is, you know, any investment out there, it does take time to actually accomplish this goal of $100. It won't be like overnight at all. I'm not saying that. But the point is this, guys. By the way, if I was saying like overnight, I'll probably be a scammer, so just keep that in mind. But the point is, okay, if you do want to make $100, okay, $100 per day in passive income, that's around $36,000 every single year, which is a lot of money. And if you ask me, I think of money in 3 ways. You have poor money, below 3% returns. Then you have healthy money, below like 7% to 12%. And then you have wealthy money, 12% and above. So currently, I have money in poor money, I have money in healthy money, and I also have money in very wealthy money. My business, okay, my accounting business basically. I'm a consulting business. But my YouTube business is also like very great also. But then I also have money in, savings accounts, which is like very poor because again, it's less than 3%. And I also have money into stocks, which is also less than 3%, but not really because also stocks gave me around 7 to 10% every single year. So not that bad at all. But the concept is this, guys, before I go, quick math here. If you want to make $100 every single day, $100 right here, and you times it by 365 days to get a year, well, that's around $36,500, which is a lot of money, okay? If you're only gaining on your bank account, for example, your savings account's 2%, which is very high right now, well, divide this number right here, divided by 2%, right? And you times it by 100. Well, you need around $1.8 million to actually be able to make around $100 per day. Tell me, that's not true, impossible. Well, the answer is this, guys, okay? This number right here times 0.02% gives me $36,000. So the math doesn't lie. However, this is called poor money, okay? However, if you do have money in, for example, a very healthy way, 12% and above, right? So now we do again, $36,000 divided by 12, right? Divided by 12 because we're getting 12%. Well, that's going to take times 100. That's only going to take around $304,000 instead of $1.8 million. So by having something that gets you 12% return, whether that's real estate or stocks or whatever you want to do, well, you only need around $300,000 to make around $36,000 every single year, which is a lot better than $1.8 million if you do ask me. Now, if you have money that's very wealthy, money that makes you around maybe like 20% every single year, which is very rare, but you can have investments out there like a business system that makes you a lot more money, okay? So basically, again, times it by 12%, just so you guys know, times 12% goes back to $37,000. Now, if you have a business with 20% returns divided by 20, there you go, and times it by 100, well, you'll only need around $180,000. So basically, the entire goal here is basically what you want to do is have something that makes you a proper return every single year, at least between 7% to 12% or above that. Anything below that as an investment just doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and will take you way too much time just to make $100 per day. Okay, that's the answer for this entire video. But comment down below, guys, let me know exactly what you thought about it. And on top of that, if you enjoyed this video, like this video, really appreciate it. And also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram, Tiny Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch that video on Acorns, how much money I make per year, on that, we'll watch this video right here. On top of that, click my face right here. And also, subscribe to the channel right now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace.